All right, we are in cleanup mode, right, Bob? Here, Bob's hanging out. He's mad because every time he comes close, I hit him with the citronella fly spray, which he hates. What I hate is him coming in the shop and peeing and pooping on everything. Bob, you uncouth bastard. Where I'm cutting out the split loom, right? And the idea is just to clean up all this mess. So I figure I'm going to go ahead and loom up all this stuff, get this all cleaned up. I added my power line for, it goes around and over to the positive over there for the alternator. So all the wires are done now in place. I still have a bunch of work to do on my front cooling stack for the air, getting the air conditioning pieces and parts in. But I want to wrap up this wiring. Yeah, the only thing I'm not going to do is loom this side up here because I still have to add in. I still got to do the work on the air conditioning stuff and the fans and all that. So I'm just going to leave that for now, but I'm going to get all that loomed up. Everything on the inside will be done the same. So now that everything is where it needs to be and we have all of our lines determined, well, what I have to do now is I have to find my greens, my oranges, and my blacks and connect those to the actual 5 volts, right? Like our 5 volt, our sensor ground is, yeah, there it is, sensor ground, all the wires that need to be attached to the computer. I'm gonna hook those guys up, and then we'll have all of our ins, outs, all of our sensors fed with the power. So all of this loose wiring here, I'm gonna do the same thing with the split loom. I'm gonna loom it all up in place and make it look nice and tidy. Now I'm 100% sure we cut this piece of loom off already, and it is somewhere, probably fell down because everything, yeah, here it is. All right, look. So I got this guy that plugs, I like this here. I would normally relocate things so we don't have the engine bay full of, get this out of the way, so we don't have the engine bay full of relays and silliness, but this is, I like this one here because of what it is. So I'm going to leave that guy there. But all these, you know, like I said, I wired this a long time ago. These relays came pre-wired with leads, which is great because I didn't know how to crimp. I didn't even think I have the tool to crimp. You see, this is a pain in the butt. That's why, one of the main reasons why I don't like split loom either. There's a tool. I have a tool to put this stuff on. There we go. So you just kind of got to wrestle with it a little bit, make it sit nice, make it look nice. So there, still silly, but no red, white, and blue lines, wires hanging out. Just looks a little bit neater. So yeah, we'll just keep doing this. All right, I just wanted to pretty much end the how to reloom and move around and adjust the Holly harness video here. I even rolled this guy outside. Look at that. I kind of scrubbed the inside of the engine bay with some Bob shampoo to make it look nice. I figured, hey, we did all this wiring stuff in here. Might as well try to make it look a little nicer. So I all those wires that go to my headlights and stuff for the body, I just used the split loom, wrapped around it, took it back to the firewall. All that will be, you know, cleaned up. Same goes for the center section, just did the split loom in the back. Everything's ready to go in here as far as like wiring harness is concerned. I'll show you, like, here's all that side. And here's our cam guy, etc. So I still need to finish up wiring my stuff over here, but I still have a bunch of stuff to do. We got to get the transmission back in. I got to get all my hoses. Look at these fancy hoses. We got these hoses. These are it's my new thing I'm so excited about. So we have these hoses over at Monkey Fab, and they're awesome because they are super flexible. They're called Super Flex hoses, and the flex radius is insane, and inside is convoluted PTFE, so it's good for everything. And we pressure test them. They come with a 2-year warranty against any defects. So I'm excited to get all these hoses back on my car. But yeah, I have to do that. I gotta get so I can get the transmission in, and then I can work on the front stack, get all the air conditioning stuff in, and really wiring that a little bit up is going to be the last of it. I still have to put in a wiring harness for the air conditioning, which I'm going to have to integrate into here as well. So I don't want to finish up doing all of this, but like you saw outside with the split loom, I'm just going to do the same in here with this stuff. We'll put some split loom around, make it basically just one run over here. We'll split it off, the stuff that goes to the firewall on that side over there and in the center section, and then the stuff that goes to that firewall. So it'll be all nice and neat. Same with all this mess over here. We'll loom all that up. So pulling the dash in and out, I put a Deutsch connector down here. So plug in all the stuff that's down there. So plug in all the stuff from the dash on this side is really easy, and then that side is just reach up underneath the dash kind of thing. So getting the dash, we did solved a lot of problems, but we made it really easy to work on once we get done. So I wanted to end that, show you how I was doing all of it. Basically, everything we got going in now is just 5-volt sensor ground, 12-volt, right? Or yeah. If it's green, it's going to go over here to my relay. I'm going to repin that one side, put this somewhere where it fits nice and neat. And the orange 5-volt will go to the orange wire, and the black one will go to the black and white wire, and all that stuff will be all my stuff. I'll connect all my sensors. I'll show you basically what I'm talking about. I hope all that makes sense. But if you look at these charts right here, and you start looking down the side, look at the letter number combos. You'll see A26 and A18, A26, A18, it's in all of them, right? At least A18 or something. That's because that's the sensor ground or 5-volt. So once your signals are all connected and you run that back to the firewall, you're just going to tree all those together, because that's what happens over there. For the most part, with some exception. But yeah, so we'll just loom all that and we'll be done with that there. So hopefully that helped you guys. You guys will learn some of the tools. You can go over to Monkey Fab Garage and get all the supplies you need, all the tools you need to do that over at Monkey Fab Garage. Some stuff that will probably help. We have a couple kits. There's like a ring terminal kit. So if you're using a lot of ring terminals, that helps because it has all the different sizes you need. You can get that with split loom and heat shrink and etc. So you'll get like all different sizes of heat shrink and split loom. The expanded stuff is cheap, so just add that anyway. And then we got all the crimpers and connectors and whatever you might find yourself in need of down there. And if you go on there and like look it up, usually there will be a YouTube video showing you how to use all that stuff and how it works, pen, depen, what you need, etc. So hopefully that helps you guys. I know this kind of stuff used to cost me so much anxiety, and it's been real fun going through here this time and just realizing how much I've learned. I didn't mean to. I just kept working and working and working, and it turns out you learn when you do that. So, and that made it a lot easier and a lot less anxiety inducing. So I'm happy to get this thing going back on the road. We got to get all this stuff done. Hopefully the wiring stuff helped somebody out. If it did, go on over to Monkey Fab Garage, monkeyfabgarage.com, and check us out. Thanks. Bye.